Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Monday edition of Quizzytime. This week, we're going to have Quizzytime on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And then over the weekend, I am leaving for Surat and Ahmedabad for my gigs. If you are in Surat and Ahmedabad, please reach out. I have really nice gigs happening. Okay, today's quiz is about clocks and watches. And hello, Saurabh, I can see you in the comments. Let me add my panelists in. We have Suyash, who's a new panelist for us. We have Pranay, his brother, because they're in the same house. And we've got their other brother also. Nishant's also here, all right. And Soham, who's somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yes. Now, do you all know about clocks and watches? Do you all own any interesting clocks and watches? Yes,
Not
no?
interesting,
Yes.
but
Yes.
own a watch. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
I have.
nice! It's the vintage Casio.
Uh,
Yeah,
the
I think
ones
I'd
that
take
we
it
were not
once.
allowed to bring inside classroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, let's hope that lets you get some points here. I don't know. The way it normally operates is you all can ask me as many hints as you all want to get the answer right. There are no prizes. The sequence is Suyash, Pranay, Nishant, Soham. Suyash, are you ready for your first question?
Yes.
All right. The water clock was developed by the 16th century BC, okay, which was basically water draining from a vessel that showed the time. And a very important phrase that we use in English today comes from this water clock. What phrase would this be? Hi, Shivam. Hi, Saurabh.
Would this be times running out?
Correct. Very good. Time's running out. Okay. It was used in Babylonia and in ancient Greece. They were used in court to limit speaking time. So the time has run out refers to the water clock. Very good. Suyash gets it right. Okay. We're coming now to Pranay's question. Um, okay. What were the first watches were not advertised as watches? What were they advertised as?
They're not advertised as watches.
Yeah, they were not advertised as watches. So what were they advertised as?
Personal assistants.
No. Think more in terms of fashion.
Like wristbands.
In those days wristbands weren't the thing. What could have been a thing in those days?
Bracelets.
Bracelets. Yes, correct, correct. And why were they advertised as bracelets?
For the women to wear.
Yes. So men wore pocket watches.
Yeah.
The wristwatches were developed for women because they were advertised as bracelets for women. And during World War One, men started wearing wristwatches because a war started, and it was a little difficult for soldiers in the trenches to pull out a pocket watch and check what the time was. It was easier to look at a wristwatch. All right, we're doing very well. This panel is really hitting the right notes. Okay, we have sand clocks. Okay, so Saurabh got bracelets right. Yes. Now we're coming to Nishant's question. Nishant, analog clocks, when they are advertised in a shop showroom, they are normally the hands are set at a certain time. Any idea what this time is?
10:10.
Very good. How did you know this?
It looks like a smile.
Yes, it's called the happy time. So 10:10 or 10 to 2. Sorry, not 10 to, yeah, 10 to 2. 2:50 would be the time. Yes, correct. Okay, I thought I was going to have to give people hints.
No, don't
Uh,
worry. I will bring down the levels.
Levels. Slowly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay. Nishant said 10:10 is a happy time. There is a sad time as well, which is really not used if you want to sell watches. What is a sad time, Soham?
I'm tempted to say the opposite of 10 to 2.
Yes.
But I'll go with 12. Like,
No. Why is 12 the sad time?
because you'd assume that one of the hands is missing. Uh,
Wow, that was deep.
No, so the opposite of 10 to 2 would be what? Like 7:20 or something.
And I'm not going to give you 720 because that's not
7:20,
correct.
yeah.
Passing it on to Suyash. What do you think?
Yeah, going with that idea, 820.
820 is correct. 820 is correct. The sad time. All right. So I'm nearly got that. We're
I
now
told
coming to
you. I'll
Yeah.
bring it down. Bring it down. Yeah.
Okay. Suyash, your question. A certain article of clothing is built to accommodate a watch. Which article of clothing is this?
It's built to accommodate a watch, you said. So it has to be like a full sleeved thing, like something with, you're saying that it must be something like a watch would come in the way of this article of clothing, right?
No, it's made to accommodate it. Like there is a special. It is sewn in such a way that it is made to accommodate a watch.
Okay. So would it be something like a full body suit
A
where,
full body suit. No. And sort of how can a gloves, like, you pull out your, nah, weird. Uh, no. Suyash, I'm not going to give you that. I'm going to pass the question to Pranay.
So is it the cufflinks, the cuff of a shirt? They have an extra button to
No,
sort of.
no,
Okay.
no. I'm going to pass it on to Nishant.
Is it the smaller pocket within the pocket in like jeans?
Yes, it is. Levi's jeans have that. I mean, all jeans, of course, have that little pocket within the pocket, which is meant to be for a pocket watch. Okay, I am coming now to Pranay's question. Now, Pranay, this is a tough question according to me, but let's see. Which clock was individually developed by Galileo Galilei and Christian Huygens? They both came up with the idea individually, and it contributed to making a clock which we use quite frequently. At least we did.
Which clock, as in the type of clock?
Yeah, the type of clock.
Is that the sundial one?
No, it's not the sundial.
Which type of clock? So do we still use it today?
You will find it around. Yes.
Is it a mechanical watch? Like
All
the yeah.
I mean, they wouldn't have invented a digital clock, so um, it would be mechanical.
We find it today. It's a clock, right? It's not a watch.
It's a clock.
So is it the ones we see like a watch, like clock tower, that the ones that are on towers of certain buildings?
I'm not going to give you that. No, I'm going to pass it to Nishant.
So is it like one particular famous clock that we're talking about, or is it
No,
like a
no,
type?
it's a type of clock.
A
It's a
type.
type of clock.
Um,
It's not the cuckoo clock.
No, that's
is,
I was also thinking of cuckoo clock actually.
are these the
Not that.
quartz clocks?
No,
No.
they're not the quartz
No, not the
clocks.
quartz one. No.
They came way later.
Yeah, they
Yes.
can be later.
Okay, I'm going to pass it to Soham.
Oh, okay. So since you said, is it the pendulum?
It is a pendulum. Correct.
Oh.
It is a pendulum
Ah.
clock, which you will
Yeah,
find in
so
all Parsi houses.
yeah, so
The pendulum
that's
clock.
what evolved into the quartz.
Okay.
So the
Yeah, with the
pendulum
yeah.
basically, the rhythmic movement of the pendulum is what the quartz does today.
Okay. Fair
Huygens
point.
probably did all the math. Yeah, makes sense.
Correct.
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks for calculating that.
Huygens did the math.
Okay, I'm going to come to Nishant's question. Yes. Now, Um, Earlier, the English and the French were known as the best clockmakers. Okay, like they were very, very good, and their clocks were very expensive. But because they were so expensive, another country started to edge into the market, making cheaper and not so good clocks. But that was going to change. Which country are we talking about?
Switzerland?
Switzerland is correct, Pranay. That
Yeah.
whisper of China we all heard.
China.
Switzerland is correct. During the long bitter winters in the foothills of the Alps, when they could not go tending their land or rearing livestock, the Swiss became household makers of clocks, and this eventually became one of their main what they're known for.
It's very strange actually. Even the Swiss train system, which is supposed to be like, this marvel of timekeeping today,
Hmm.
was made by a English engineer. So because the English were the best train makers at the time, they came to Switzerland and built the train system. And now the English train system like sucks balls completely compared to
Okay.
Swiss.
Now, Soham's question. Soham, there was a company which was purchased by another company called Techniques de Avant-Garde, which formed a very well-known clock company, a watch company today. Which brand are we talking about?
Techniques de Avant. I mean, does the name Techniques de Avant have anything to do with the name of the company?
Yes.
Uh, is it? So is this a Swiss company or is this a Swiss company?
Yes. I no. Wait.
Techniques they
There's a lot of noise coming in. I don't know if it's just me hearing it.
No. It's someone's window. 1 second. Is it a Swiss company? Uh, yes, it is a Swiss company.
Uh, Techniques de Avant. So it's the Avant, and you're saying it has something to do with the current name.
Yes. It has everything to do with the current name. Techniques de Avant-Garde.
Okay, I'm blanking out. Is it? No, Timex is not the answers. I'll just go with random.
right.
Rolex.
Rolex is not the answer. I'm
Yeah,
going to pass it to
yeah.
Suyash.
Is it Tag Heuer or
Yes,
however
it
that
is. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. We also don't know how
Oh,
it's pronounced.
Techniques the. Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice,
Technique.
nice.
Yeah, Shwatat got it right. We don't know how the second part is pronounced. At least I don't. How is it pronounced?
I don't know.
Heuer.
I said Heuer,
Heuer,
but I
yeah.
don't know.
Tag Heuer.
So basically, you go into a showroom and try your best, and then
Yeah,
see how they look at you. Okay. Yes. Tag Hoya. All right. Now we're going to come to we're now at Suyash's question.
So, yeah.
Okay. Now, Suyash, this is another tough question. This company, which is again very well known in watches today, started life as being called Louis Brandt watches. It doesn't have much to do with the name as it is known today. The name as it is known today is more to do with with the movement the company introduced, which was supposed to be so accurate, so reliable, and so usable that it won multiple awards. So finally, they changed the name of the company to reflect the movement that they had created. Which company are we talking about?
I have no clue. I am not a watch person, so like getting the last answer right was my big moment of the quiz.
So
But is
Louis
it
what?
Louis Brandt, Brandt.
is it a European watch brand?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's Louis Brandt was started in 1894. No, 1 second. In 1894, the brothers revealed to the world this movement that they had created. So,
Yeah, I don't know. I'll guess Rolex.
Okay. The default.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
passing the question to Pranay.
That's-
Is it Louis Philippe t-shirt, a
Clothing
shirt
brand.
brand? Yeah. And I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
even
yeah.
think,
No,
I think it's Indian. Huh.
so what's the question? So the Louis brand name doesn't have anything to do with the name of what you're
No.
looking for now,
No, they
but
changed their name because the movement that they had created, which was so accurate and so reliable, the watch movement, they named it after that. They named it after the watch movement. Pranay, your question.
all the watch brands are named after someone.
Yeah, same.
Is it Omega?
Yes, it is. Omega is
Uh,
correct. The watch movement was named after the Greek alphabet Omega.
uh,
Okay.
what?
Uh,
What movement is this?
it's a movement of the mechanism, Baba. They
Oh,
named a
not like a popular movement. I thought it's like a
no.
no, Revolution.
okay,
No, no.
It wasn't the revolution.
French Revolution. Yeah.
okay.
No.
Okay,
All
whose
right.
question am I on? I'm on Pranay's question.
My question. Yeah.
Yes. Now, since we've been talking so much about Rolex, which country does Rolex originate in?
Germany.
Germany. No. And since it's a country-based question, I cannot give you a second chance. I am passing it to Nishant.
Rolex.
Rolex. England.
This is the only answer that I actually know in this entire quiz.
Does it start with a E?
Just shut up. Nishant, take your guess.
S.
Poland.
Poland. Poland. Okay, I'm going to pass it to Soham.
Kafi random.
Very random.
No,
No,
it's
it's British
It's a
founded.
England.
British
Yeah,
company.
England. Yeah.
Not Swiss, as most people believe. But the guy
Yeah.
it was started by a Swiss guy who went to England to sell Swiss stuff in England. And then, of course, he was made to go back once the war started. So, yes, now we're going to come to Nishant's question. Okay. Now, we're still talking about Rolex. Okay. Um, in 1926, champion swimmer Mercedes Glietz, like Gleitze, Glitzy, let's just call it Mercedes, okay? Champion swimmer Mercedes swam the English Channel with a watch on his wrist. What is this watch called? And
Rolex.
why was he
But
swimming with a watch on his wrist? Hmm?
so it was probably the first like water resistant watch.
Yes, yes, it
Yeah.
was an advertisement and it was called.
Is it the Rolex Submariner?
Is there a watch like that?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, no, this was not that one. This is
No,
the
it's the other
first.
one. I think it's the other one. Yeah.
Okay, do you want to take another guess?
No.
So, your question.
Okay, again, since Nishant has done all the math, is it the oyster?
It is the oyster.
It's
It
the
is the
Oyster.
oyster.
Yeah.
It is the oyster. The okay, but of course, Rolex was a little crafty in its marketing. They tried to present the fact that they had invented water-resistant watches, which was not true. The first water-resistant watch was actually invented in 1851, but it was a pocket watch, not a wristwatch, and that was what they banked on. All right. I'm now at Soam's question. Yes.
Yes.
I guess. Yeah.
So when I say 4 o'clock or 6 o'clock, why do I say o'clock? What is the reason I say it?
Wow.
Four.
That is an interesting question. So, so o'clock would be
Off the clock, yes.
off the clock.
Hmm.
Um, off the clock. Is it for gongs off the clock or for
No, 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 no. It's
strikes
not.
of the clock?
No. There's a reason why I'm saying clock. Okay. Now this started in the medieval times. This entire thing
Huh.
of saying 4 o'clock. They are saying o'clocks very specifically to differentiate it from something else.
Wow. Uh, so so o'clock is only used at a particular hour, right?
No, 4 o'clock, 4:30 o'clock. No, but it is very definitely to do with the clock.
No, no. All I can think of is off the clock. But oh, so you're saying it's to differentiate it?
Hmm.
I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming that if it's in medieval time, people used to initially look at the sky and tell the time, and
No, they
now
didn't
they're
look at the
looking at
sky. They didn't look at the sky. They didn't look at the sky. You need to rethink, but you're on the right track.
stars. But doesn't make sense. Sun, stars. They'll look at something in the sky and tell the time.
No.
And okay, pass,
Medieval,
pass.
they weren't that far back. I mean, that un civilized in the medieval times.
Because they had all this water clocks and all that by
Yeah,
then.
yeah, yeah. So, what were they differentiating the mechanical clock from?
Sundial, I guess. Sundial
Yes,
or
yes,
water
yes,
clock.
yes.
Okay.
No, sundial. So, in the medieval time when the watches were invented, a lot of people still use sundial. So, you said
Hmm.
4 o'clock, four of the clock, not the sundial.
Oh, four of the clock and not
Not
four
of
on
the
the
sun.
sundial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, but this is
Okay.
an interesting question. Nice
Yeah.
one.
Okay. We're coming now to Suyash's question. Suyash, any dealings with China?
No.
Okay. Now, it is taboo to give a Chinese person a clock as a gift. Any idea why?
Um, since it's taboo, I would think that there's some linkage or symbolization with death,
Okay. Okay.
um, like clock stopping or running, or I mean, yeah, if like,
You're
is
on the
it
right track.
is it like representative of how much time you have left or something like that? I don't like.
Time is running out.
Uh, no, there's a deeper reason to it. The word clock in Mandarin sounds like the Mandarin word for something else.
Oh, yeah, is it
Death.
illness or death?
It's okay. It's attending a funeral. I'm going to give it that. So basically, if you give someone a clock, it implies that you're waiting to attend their funeral, and that's not
Oh.
very pleasant. Okay. Um, I sort of got it right. Okay. Want to come Pranay's question?
Takes away half the
Pranay,
birthday gifts that we have given to everyone.
Just waiting
So
to
in
attend.
India, it is like, I mean, either it is pen or watch, no, for birthday
yeah.
gifts. That's the default, no. I mean, if
No,
it's a
that's for
or kuch,
corporate
For
birthday
men,
gifts. Like,
yeah.
yeah, for men,
Mostly
yeah.
men. Yeah.
yeah, that's true. My
Come,
uncle
Maruti.
used to give me pens for my birthday gift, and used to wonder why I was not delighted. It's a very male gift.
Because you,
And probably he
anyway,
got it from somewhere else. You just
No, no, no. Men
pass.
love. Like he used to tell me, I've got a Mont Blanc. He gave me a Mont Blanc pen, and I could
yeah.
not summon up joy. I was like, it's a pen. Okay. 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 Uh, Pranay's question.
Hmm.
Pranay, in the old days, you might have had to hire a knocker up. That's KNOCKERUP. Who is a knocker up?
Knocker up.
Yeah, this was in the 19th century.
So they are like the ones who wind the clock.
No, they're not.
Knock. I mean, either that or they are like ringing the gong, like to
They-
represent how many hours
Ringing the
have passed.
gong. No, they're not. This is a private deal we are making with a knocker up to do something for you, just for you.
Okay. Knocker
I was waiting for this one.
What?
I was
A
waiting. No, no,
sperm donor.
Yeah, to get them to knock her up.
Okay, now I can't think of anything else. Is it to like Is it something to do with, you know, rotating the or moving the hands of a watch or something
No,
related to that?
no, no, no. I'm gonna take this away from you, Nishant.
Hmm.
Your guess.
Uh, so I'm asking, ठीक है, like you hire this person
Hmm.
to do something, and is it like a one-time thing कि कर
No,
दिया and
you might need him another time also.
okay?
After you've knocked up once, you can knock
I
up
had
again.
two
You, I mean, it's not
guesses.
always
I had
100%.
two guesses. Okay. So does the person act like your private clock?
In the sense
Like
he.
Private what?
Heisenberg, he
Clock.
is the one who knocks. Like every hour, they'll like a private reminder. So that was one guess.
Okay, think about it. You don't need a reminder every hour. You possibly, if you got to go to work, you need what?
Oh,
Someone
an
to wake you up.
alarm.
Yes, he's an alarm. He
That
comes and knocks on
okay,
your
ठीक है.
door at
Yeah.
4 in the morning to wake you up.
But the
Those are
knocker
days.
ups in again, this is after that train quiz. This is the second one where the answer is in that great train robbery book.
Hmm.
You could actually, I mean, in the slums in England, you used to have these knocker ups knocking on
Yeah,
people's
knocking on the
windows.
doors. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah,
knocking on
yeah.
people's.
So
They used to have a big stick and
big
rap
pole,
on
yeah, and they
people's
used to,
windows
yeah. So yeah,
Yeah.
to
I
alarm
like,
to wake people up for
yeah,
work.
I didn't know they were called knocker ups. Okay.
Okay, Nishant's question. Um, name a a very well-known clock in London.
The Big Ben.
Incorrect.
Ah, easy,
Incorrect. Incorrect.
easy
They
one, and
said
you
what?
fell for it.
Incorrect. Okay.
Oh yeah, now I know. Now I know. Okay.
What do you know?
Is it the clock tower? Like it's known as the clock tower.
No, no, no,
No.
It's not that
Okay.
then. Okay
no, no,
then.
Uh,
no.
Okay.
This is like lollipop. Kapak! Kha liya.
Then I've got no idea.
Yeah.
okay. So
So
Big
the
Ben. Yeah.
yeah,
Then
Big
go
Ben is
ahead.
the
You can,
tower. Yeah, yeah.
no,
Big
no,
Ben
no,
is
no,
the
no.
tower.
Okay, that's also incorrect. The Big Ben is
It's
the
the
bell. It's the bell.
yeah,
It's
the Big
not the
Ben
tower.
and the clock is called the Great Westminster Clock or something.
Yeah. So Big Ben is a big bell in the clock. It's not the clock. It's not the tower either.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay, we're coming to
And
Som's question.
what is the clock called? Is it Great Clock
The
or
Westminster
something
clock.
else?
Okay, now I don't know. That I don't know. I'll
wait.
find
So the
that out.
lyrics is incorrect. To
No, no.
Bring the
Your
Big
question
Ben,
was
the
which is the biggest
big.
Yeah,
famous
what is
clock?
the
No.
famous?
It was a
Yeah.
trick question, Soham. It doesn't have an answer. It basically was to trap him, and he fell
Are
for it. Yeah.
There's wrong answers only.
okay, okay.
Okay, we're coming now to interesting questions. Okay. Um. Now,
Finally,
finally. Oh, shut up. Shut up. This is a free quiz. Okay. So you got tolerate whatever questions I give you.
Freak. Oh no.
uh,
Nishant, 1,500
I
rupees.
think
Okay.
the
1599.
evil that men do live after them. The good is
Okay.
often turned in their
I'm gonna give
bones.
Soham a decent question, and I'm gonna come up with questions for all of y'all to attempt. Okay.
Okay.
Um. Soham, in 1793, the French invented French Revolutionary Time. What was different about French Revolutionary Time compared to the normal clocks that they used?
Yeah, it didn't have 24 hours. I think it had 26 or something. Uh, Basically, not 24 hours. They changed their calendar. The number of
Huh,
months
but you need to tell
changed.
me how many hours
Everything.
a day. How many hours a day was it?
8 hours.
No, no,
It's
no.
not your
I
question, Pranay.
again don't know the exact thing. I'll say
It has
20.
to be less than 20.
I'll say 20. I'm
You'll
not
say
sure.
20. I'm not going to give you
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Suyash, how
yeah,
many
yeah.
hours? How many hours in a day was French Revolutionary Time?
Is it deduct like can we deduce it? Is there any
Okay,
way, like
so
are we guessing?
they try to make it simple and based on easy maths.
Oh,
So they changed everything from the amount of seconds to the amount of minutes. How
So
many hours were
then
there? Huh.
it's either 10 or 16. 10.
It's
Okay. You said
10 hours with 100 minutes per hour and 100 seconds per minute. Nobody liked the system and they had to discontinue it in 17 months. but some people still followed it, so they had weird mix-ups about meetings.
Then they changed the months and I mean
Yeah,
absolute
everything.
chaos. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
now we
more
got
seconds in a
questions.
day, right? So they would have to change months and all.
Yes. Okay, now we got really interesting questions which everyone can attempt. Okay. Um, in the okay, one second. Let me just find the place where it is. Okay. We are building, as the human race is building, a 10,000 year clock. It is a special clock which is going to be, it's inside a mountain in West Texas. Okay. It will ring once every year. Just one second, wait. Um, it's going to carry on for 10,000 years. It is going to be 500 feet tall and will be powered by the Earth's thermal cycles. And it will just, okay, yeah. It ticks once a year, and the century hand advances once every 100 years, and the cuckoo comes out at the millennium. Which, who is building this clock? Which well known
Tesla or
person?
Elon Musk.
Hmm.
Elon Musk is not the correct answer. And if he was, you would have heard it all over Twitter. It's not Elon Musk.
Uh, then it has to be the other guy, Bezos.
Bezos is correct. It's Jeff
Yeah,
Bezos. He is
yeah.
building the 10,000 year clock. And people are wondering what's the point of this clock? It is to tell humanity that we need to carry on for another 10,000 years,
I
if
think the
that makes
point
sense.
is that they wake up in the morning with some high grade narcotic and
Ha-
it's and they
if you seen
just
that,
discuss
have you seen that movie
charge.
Knives Out, the second part? Have you
Ah,
seen that movie?
correct.
What
He just
happened?
randomly scribbles something, and yeah, people start building on it. Yeah.
Okay. So this is the 10,000 year clock. Okay. Now, next question is, let me just find the time. In September 2005, are you all familiar with a building called the French Pantheon? It's a monument in France. A group of people broke into the French Pantheon and worked there undercover for a year. What were they doing?
What timeline did you say?
September 2005.
Some people were
A
these
group of people.
people illegal or
Yes,
like
you're not allowed to.
from a government body?
No, then
What is
they're
the French Pantheon? Is it like a historical monument or?
So, as far as I know, the French Pantheon stores those international standard things, right? The
Okay.
international weights and measures. So whether it's the kilogram or the
Oh, okay.
meter
Okay.
and things like that. Uh, so they were working undercover,
Yeah,
and
they
you're
were
not
working
supposed to.
undercover. They're not supposed to. They were sneaking into the building. They had built their own little laboratory, their little workshop there, and they were doing something for a whole year.
Measuring the accuracy of the clock, I guess.
Uh, the clock was involved, but they were not measuring the
They're
accuracy. Huh,
So
what were you
were they
saying?
they're mess.
changing?
They were changing
Were they
what?
changing the standard second in some way, like trying to
The
throw off clocks?
No, they were not changing it. I will now give you more information about this group. They're called Unterganther. They they're an underground group which believes that they will replace the state in areas where it is incompetent. What are they doing in the French Pantheon?
They're
Uh,
like reducing the hours of the day and increasing the
Okay,
hours of the
you're
night. Something.
assuming that the clock in the Pantheon works in the dome of the Pantheon.
yeah, oh, we are talking about the clock. Okay, okay. I was thinking of the atomic clock that actually
No,
Yeah.
is
no.
stored
The
there.
dome clock. The dome clock. They built a whole workshop
Oh,
in the dome.
so they were trying to make that main clock work in that
Yes.
case.
They spent
Huh.
a whole year repairing the dome clock, and when they
Hmm.
revealed it to the authorities, they were arrested. And the administrator of the Pantheon tried to hire someone to break the clock again.
Yeah, as
But
they should.
So they have been released, and they are now undertaking another secret project to help the city when the city has not asked for the help. But okay, that brings us to the end of this quiz.
Les
And
Français.
we will be back on
Yes.
Wednesday at 4 o'clock. If anyone wants a spot, please come to the Telegram group, and I will give you a spot. See ya, guys.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
Well,
My favorite
Bye.
Bye.
question was the o'clock one. That's a new one.